going to start our chapter number 2, that is electrostatic potential and capacitance, lecture number 1. Up to now we have learnt about charge, force, field. Now we are going to start the term that is potential. You know, whenever at a particular point charge is located, then the region around it get modified. Region around it get modified. It means there is some field. There is some field. And field that is due to a charge that is known as electrostatic charge. Electrostatic charge, and the field is known as electrostatic field. The strength of electrostatic field can be represented by two terms. It means, so as to represent electrostatic field strength, we use two terms. Number one, electric field intensity. That is represented by E vector, which is a vector quantity. We have done this section in our NCERT chapter 1. Now we will use second term, that is electrostatic potential, where electrostatic potential is a scalar quantity. It is represented by symbol V. As electric field was a vector quantity, but now potential is a scalar quantity. Now, what do you mean by the potential? The potential around any charge determines degree of electrification. How much body is electrified? It means if in a particular region more the potential, if potential at particular point is more, it means it is more electrified, more it is charged. If it is A, if another body is B, it is having charge A, it is having charge B. If potential of A is more at a distance, then for the same distance potential of B is less, then it means potential determines the charge, how much body is electrified, so it determines degree of electrification. Potential, you have learned in class 10th the term potential. What is the potential? It determines the degree of electrification. If we are having two bodies, that is potential A and potential B, if these two bodies are kept in direct contact with each other or using any conducting wire or metallic wire, then what will happen? As soon as the connection is maintained, then charge will flow. In which direction charge will flow? Charge will flow from a body at higher potential to another body at lower potential. Charge will flow. What is the reason of flow of charge? Charge is flowing due to the potential difference. Until there is a potential difference, charge will continuously move. But as soon as the potential of both the bodies will become equal, then charge will not move. Charge motion will cease, stop. So what is the reason of flow of charge, motion of charge? It is the potential difference. So charge always flow from a body at higher potential to another body at lower potential till the potential becomes equal. So the direction of flow of charge, it determines degree of potential. If it is always flowing from VA to VB, it means A is more charge, more potential, because charge is always flowing from higher potential to lower potential. Now, starting with the term potential difference, so as to make the concept clear, let us consider there are 2 points positive charge plus Q, that is at rest, that is electrostatic charge, that is the charge to be studied, जिसको हमने क्या करना है, स्टडी करना है। ये वो चार्ज है जिसको हमने स्टडी करना है। हम इस चार्ज को यहाँ पर क्या बोलते हैं, सोर्स चार्ज। इस चार्ज के नेबरहुड में जैसे हम कहते थे इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड है, इन द सिमिलर मैनर in the neighborhood of this charge there is existing some potential that is known as electrostatic potential. What is electrostatic potential? Potential due to a charge when it is at rest. When a charge is at rest, the potential is termed as electrostatic potential. Let us consider 2 points A and B. When another charge, that is test charge plus Q naught, that is termed as test charge, when it is moved from B to A, then some work will be done. The work done to move the charge from B to A per unit charge is known as potential difference. So what is potential difference? That is the simple difference for potential, that is potential difference. Potential difference may be defined as amount of work done to move the charge from B to A per unit charge. It means if this charge is having potential VA, this charge is having potential VB, then what will be the potential difference? Difference is always for final minus initial, so it will be B to A, final, that is VA minus VB. So up to now you have recovered the statement that what is potential difference. It may be defined as amount of work done to move the charge from first point to second point per unit charge. As we know, potential difference, so it will be final minus initial. The statement is not complete up to now, but you have to learn this in mind so as to move further. As we know that if a charge is located at any point, its potential strength at infinity is 0. It means potential of any body at infinity is 0. So as to count, so as to find, so as to calculate potential at A, we suppose B is at infinity. It means let B is at infinity. When B is at infinity, then potential of B is considered to be potential of infinity, which is 0. Now substituting these terms in this, what will you get? That work done to move the particle from B to A. Now B is at infinity, so it will be from infinity to A per unit charge, that is known as VA minus VB. And what is the value of VB? That is V of infinity, which is 0. So you have received the definition of potential now. So students, up to now you have learned 2 terms, potential difference, or I may call it electrostatic potential difference. What it is? That it is given by work done from first to second per unit charge. And electrostatic potential, that is at a point, work done to move a body from infinity to that point per unit charge. It is the electrostatic potential. Now, so as to go in the depth of potential, let us consider there is a point O at which a source charge is located. So as to calculate its potential at point P, we want to find out the potential of this source charge at point P, which is located at certain distance r. What will you do? As per the definition, what you have to consider for the calculation of potential at any point, you have to move the charge from infinity to that point. It means you have to move the charge from infinity. From infinity, let Q naught is bringing. Okay. So you have to bring the charge from infinity to point P. Okay. What will happen? As it is very typical or difficult so as to calculate from this, so we are considering an intermediate state, that is A to B, which is having separation dx. Now, in spite of bringing the body from infinity to P, we are calculating work done from A to B. Okay, then what we have to consider now? As we know, this is our source charge which is positive, and here we have considered test charge which is again positive when it is at a point A which is at a distance x from our source charge. Then what will happen? Positive charge will repel the positive charge at this point. So due to repulsion, it will experience an electrostatic force in outward direction, that is electrostatic force. So as the body is feeling a force of repulsion in the outward direction, then what will happen? It will not come by itself. We have to apply force. We will apply force. We will do some work. Okay. So how much force is applied? How much? The force applied by external agency must be equal and opposite to electrostatic force. It means the force with which the body is feeling a repulsive in outward direction, equal amount of force must be applied in inward direction, that is F external. Okay, so that is the way. If both the forces are equal and opposite, then net force will be 0. If net force will be 0, then acceleration will be 0. It means body will come with constant speed, uniform speed, which must be very very small. What does it mean कि body फटाफट भाग के यहाँ से P point पर नहीं आएगी. We have to bring the body at small, very small and constant speed from A to B. How? By applying force which is equal and opposite to electrostatic force. Now, what is the amount of work done in moving the body from A to B? As the displacement is very small, that is dx, so work done will also be very small. I am calling it dw. What is dw? That is the small amount of work done to move the body from A to B. What is the formula for work? You have learned in class 11 that it is the dot product of force and displacement. What is force here? That is the force. We are applying external force dot displacement dx. As we know that external force is equal and opposite to electrostatic force, so here we may write minus F electrostatic dot dx. How much force the body is experiencing, the charge is experiencing at point A, that is given by Coulomb's law. So what is the force at point A? It is given by 1/4 pi epsilon naught. Source charge capital Q, second charge Q naught, upon में separation. Separation this much, what it is? That is a small x, small x. Okay, so we can substitute here when it is required. So we have calculated small amount of work done in moving the charge from A to B, but we have to move the charge from infinity to point P, which is at a distance r. It means we want to calculate total work done, as body is not jumping, it is coming in small segments. So as to find out the total amount of work done, we have to do integration from infinity to r. Okay, so we have to do integration of what? dw. dw we have find out, that is equal to minus of F electrostatic dot dx. Now Coming to again class 11, whenever there is dot product between two, how can you open? A, B cos theta. Now what is the angle between dx and external force? What is the angle? Body is moving in inward direction, that is dx is inward, and electrostatic force is in outward, repulsive force in outward. It means both are acting in opposite direction. If both are acting in opposite direction, then cos theta will be cos 180. It means as these are anti-parallel, theta will be 180, and cos 180 when required we will put it minus 1. So in next step it will be minus F electrostatic dx cos 180, and cos 180 is minus 1. So in the next step I will merge it with this minus, it will become plus 1. Now limit of integration, the body is moving from, charge is bringing from infinity to r, from infinite distance to r distance, infinity to r. Now F electrostatics and dx integrate from this limit. What is the value of F electrostatic? Now the expression we have received up to now, that total work is equal to F electrostatic and dx. What is the formula for F electrostatic? 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by x square. Substitute infinity to r, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q naught upon x square into dx. As we know, the constant terms can be taken out of integration. So here capital Q naught 4 pi epsilon naught, taking them out. So it will be integration of x raised to power minus 2 dx. As we know, integration of x raised to the power n dx is x raised to power n plus 1 upon n plus 1. We have to add power 1 to this. Minus 2 plus 1 will be minus 1. So it will be q upon 4 pi epsilon naught. It will be minus 1 upon x, and integration is from infinity to r. So putting upper limit minus lower limit, minus capital Q naught upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Upper limit, that is 1 by r, lower limit minus 1 by infinity, that is minus something upon infinity will be equal to 0 always. Okay, so what will you get? Q naught upon 4 pi epsilon naught, that is 0 r. So it is a total amount of work done to bring the body from infinity to point P. But what do we want to find out? We want to find out the potential at point P. What is the formula for potential? Potential can be found out work done per unit charge. So it will be equal to work done per unit charge. What is the amount of work done? This is the amount of work done. So dividing by Q naught, we will get the result 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R. So it is the formula for potential. As we know, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught is electrostatic constant. So I may write here V is equal to K Q by R, because this whole term is known as K. Okay. So up to now we have received the derivation of potential due to charge at point P. What is the result? If there is a charge, that is Q, we want to find out the potential at distance R. Then what is the result of potential at point P? That is K source charge capital Q, distance of observation R. This is the formula for calculation of potential. As we know, potential is a scalar quantity, because potential is equal to work done, and work done is a scalar quantity. So potential is again a scalar quantity. As charge can be positive charge and negative charge, that's why potential can be positive potential for the positive charge and negative potential for negative charge. Okay, so it depends. Its sign depend upon the polarity of charge. Next, V is inversely proportional to R. What does it mean? V inversely proportional to R. It means if distance increases, potential will decrease. It means if we are moving away and away from the source, charge potential will decrease. And when distance will become to infinity, when charge is infinite distance, then what will be the formula for potential? R infinity. R infinity means potential will be 0. It means for any charge body, potential at infinity is 0. Okay, potential is 0. Now plotting the graph between V and R, what it will be? Potential and R is inversely relation to each other, so it will be like this. It means when R increases, potential decreases. Okay students, it was all about so as to calculate potential due to a point charge at certain distance. In next video we will learn about group of charges and some basics regarding this graph. Till then, goodbye.